Wow. As I mentioned, there literally is something for everybody in the video game industry in terms of its music and its games. You know, games are not for kids now. You know, like any film whereby it has a rating, games are no different. You know, there are mature games. There are games, of course, for children, for families. You know, there is something for everybody, and there's a lot of preconceptions that we at VGM Awesome are trying desperately to break down and bring the video game music that we know and love and bring it to the masses and show people just how majestic this music really, really is. I just want to say we've already had a profound effect on our fellow members here at BSR who have really taken to some of the music and have been quite surprised, and that is the key, really, because video game music is so very surprising. But we're going to continue on with another medley. As I mentioned, you cannot do a video game show without doing a bit of Sonic the Hedgehog. Fantastic medley, taken again live from the Video Games Live, the touring concert. This is for a good friend of ours at VGM Awesome, Jamie Egge-Man from the Sonic Show, which we'll be talking about briefly in a second, as well as Angry Video Game Nerd afterwards. Enjoy! That Sonic medley just never, ever, ever gets old. It's just simply majestic for our friends at the Sonic Show. Big time. Oh, man. But no, Sonic the Hedgehog, one of, if not the most iconic, certainly up there with his close rival and now compatriot, interestingly enough, Super Mario. But yeah, it's such a great franchise. It's been going since the dawn of time when really consoles started to become to the forefront, certainly in home gaming, because arcades were very evident before that. But Sonic was obviously the big rival to Mario, which came just slightly before. But yeah, big showing from the Sonic, the man of the Hedgehog, that is Sonic the Hedgehog. But it certainly goes out to our friends at the Sonic Show, which is, I want to say, I don't know if it's official, I'll have to check it out, but it's the world's biggest Sonic podcast. Big time. And one of its key members, Jamie Egge-Man, exists within our very clutches here in Bradley Stoke. Great guy, and he is quite the Sonic fan, almost rivaling co-prez JonoD, who I've never met anyone with such knowledge of the man, Sonic Hedgehog. It just, you know, it's just astounding. It really is. So when I met Jamie for the first time, it was like, oh my god, there literally is two of you. Were you separated at birth or something? But we are going to put these guys together, which we're hoping to collaborate with the Sonic Show. It's a great show. Check them out well, they are on Facebook, but also on YouTube as well. It's a great community for Sonic fans, and just to sort of be one, collectively talk about Sonic and the whole franchise and the world and the saga that is the Hedgehog, as well as they do live shows, live streams and competitions. It really is a great thing to get hold of, so check it out, the Sonic Show in Facebook or indeed on YouTube, whereby they've got a wonderful channel there ready and waiting for you. But on show 50 or just after show 50, when there's going to be quite an evident change in VGM Awesome, we're going through a bit of a metamorphosis at the moment. We're going to put these two guys head to head, and when I say head to head, I mean it's going to be a colossal battle of wits, determination, skill, knowledge, and pure British heart. It's going to be a Sonicoff between JonoD and Jamie Egge-Man, and that's going to happen sometime soon in the coming weeks. So that is going to be very, very exciting to look forward to. But in other interesting news, which I mentioned just now, I've been watching, at the start of the show, I've been watching quite a bit of the Angry Video Game Nerd. Now, anyone who's not come across this really, really should. I'll certainly state from the word go, it's for the more mature, I'd say sort of, you know, mid to late teens and onwards, because there is some bad language involved, of which I'm not going to play any on live radio, of course not. But it's actually very entertaining and very informative. Basically, he's a disgruntled, angry nerd, very, very foul-mouthed guy who reviews and breaks down classic games from the NES and the Sega Mega Drive Master System, anything really that's kind of considered retro these days, and he breaks it down and does very, very good informative reviews about why it's not quite so good and how it could have been improved, but probably more emphasis on the it's bad aspect of the review. But interestingly, this is a series that's been going since 2006, and by all accounts, to my knowledge, it's still going very, very strong now. But behold, there is a movie. Indeed, currently, and it's announced on IMDb as well, the Angry Video Game, the movie, Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie, is in development with quite a massive production team behind it. No sort of big recognised names, naturally, to my mind anyway, because it's very much a fan-based thing, but it's going into production for a movie. And it's going to be really, really interesting to see how that develops. By all accounts, at the moment, it's due for a 2012 release. This is bound to be an online thing, but certainly having noticed and having purchased Series 1 to 5 of the Angry Video Game Nerd on DVD, I'll be very surprised, actually, if it doesn't make it to DVD, which I will definitely be purchasing because I'm a big fan. James Rolfe, the AKA Angry Video Game Nerd, it's a sight to behold, it really, really is. But anyway, this is some Condemned, which we've not played on VGM before. It's a very, very dark, melancholic game, very, very dark indeed. Condemned Criminal Origins, composed by Nathan Grigg. This is the main theme from said game, and it's very, very dark, very interesting in its compositions. Have a listen.